such companies to continue, operating. So we equally advise them, to stop operations until certain, criteria are met.
That is where
Sanyang, that's Sanyang.
What of Gunju?
Yes, we also went to Gunju, the Golden Lead. We had an interface with them. They explain their own side of the story, and we also post, questions to them, which were satisfactorily answered. And we admonish them to, improve on their environmental standards, because for Gunju, they've met what I would call one of the integral, elements in issuing license. That is, you must have a treatment plant in operation, and they've got a treatment plant.
Gunjur got a treatment plant.
Yes, I mean the Golden Lead.
The Golden Lead.
Yes, they have an established, treatment plant.
Is it functional?
Yes, it's functioning, whereby they treat their waste, and some of the waste is being pumped to the gardens. That is not harmful.
To the garden or to the sea?
No, they have a garden there. No, I mean the one that is not harmful.
Okay.
The liquid waste. That is not harmful. They pump it to the garden. They have a backyard garden where they pump it there for their horticultural purposes. And we went on an inspector tour of the entire complex. And as a committee, we are very much satisfied with the work that is taking place there. Because it doesn't matter what we are hearing from people here and there, but we have gone there and we have seen things for ourselves. So there's enough evidence. We are there, to unearth what is happening there.
So meaning,
and we have seen what is happening there.
Meaning, your committee have confirmed that what is happening in Gunjur is again is in line with environmental laws.
Yes, whenever this thing, what we call factories are established, or wherever factories are established, it is not possible to be 100% compliant in terms of meeting environmental regulations. Because wherever production is done, you expect at least an element of destruction. You see, it's not easy to have 100% compliance, but I can say Gunjur, they are partially compliant in terms of respecting environmental regulations. Because having a treatment plant is a great feat. Because you would have asked them to suspend or stop operations if they have not gotten that treatment plant in place.
So was that communicated to the villagers, so as the replica of Faraba issue not to happen at that place? Because some of the environmental activists in Gunjur said that neither the government or the National Assembly is not taking their issue seriously, because they went to Sanyang and stopped the fish meal there, whilst Gunjur, those people are continuing to do it.
You see, issues pertaining to the environment, it's not a one cup fits all. You see, just as the saying goes, one man's meat is another man's poison. But to call a spade, we are not there to please any individual, but we are there, to please the country, that is the Gambia. So we are always cognizant of the national interest, because if you come to our laws, it's enshrined there in the Constitution that our activities should be dictated purely by national interest and conscience. National interest and conscience. And these things must reign supreme at all times. We are not there, to please an individual, but we are there in fulfillment of Section 109 of the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia. And I think, by and large, we have executed our mandate.
Today you've summoned the Vice President to come and answer. Can you take us through what happens at the dark room? Because medias are not allowed to enter. Can you just brief us anything that is to the interest of the public? Pasi.
No, the Vice President was basically there, just to have a family discussion. a family interface with members of the National Assembly. And we had a wonderful discussion. It was quite cordial. It was conducted in an atmosphere of peace and serenity. Everything went as normal because as Gambians, we are all one. We are brothers and sisters. And what we all advocate for is to eschew violence at all costs. And we know at the back of our minds that it pays dividend when you cultivate seed of harmony as opposed to cultivating seed of discord. So we all share a common denominator. That is, we are all Gambians and we are all peace advocates. We all love peace. So by and large, it was quite peaceful, and we are grateful for having the vice president and leader of government business in our midst. Certainly, it has added flavor to our discussions. So we are grateful for that.
Many believe that neither the government nor the National Assembly have disappointed them on yesterday heartbreaking news. What's your take on that, especially someone who is being delegated to be responsible for environmental matters at the National Assembly per se?
You see, common sense. One has to use one's common sense. It's very important. And I'll tell you one thing. Justice demands that actions and reactions should always be anchored on evidence. I repeat, justice demands that actions and reactions should always be anchored on evidence and not hearsay. So as a government, they have employed their men or those who are there for them, to start investigations.
But many believe
as soon
that,
as possible.
But many believe
so
that,
as to arrive at a better conclusion.
Many believe that if you people have done what your responsibilities are and on time, the Faraba incident would not have been.
No, Faraba.
Yeah, the Faraba issue will not have been.
We have to understand one thing. You see, being a National Assembly member is a privileged position. And let me tell you, privilege goes with responsibility. And I can tell you succinctly that we have never sacked that responsibility as a committee. And the government is also ready, to make sure that no stone is left unturned in terms of establishing the truth, nothing but the hard truth. Because after all, we know that truth will always prevail over falsehood. So there is nothing hidden. Nothing is going to be done under duress. Government is going to expeditiously and judiciously, launch investigations into the sad happenings, so as to get to the veracity of the matter.
How soon?
Based on the gravity of the situation and based on the magnitude government attaches, to unearthing the truth. And I think, investigation will be launched not in the too distant future. That's my take. And we have been given that assurance by the Vice President and the leader of government business in the House. And we took her word for it.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure meeting you. Thank you very much.